I'm Shelby Owen, and I will be talking about school uniforms. There are many schools who have school uniforms and many without them. There's many reasons why schools should have uniforms, but there's also a lot of reasons why they should not. School uniforms make students uncomfortable, they are expensive, they can make the school look bad, and they do not always look nice. School uniforms do not let students express who they are, bullying is not stopped by getting them, and they do not make students learn more or pay attention. Parents and students should be allowed to pick what they want to wear, and it can delay transition to adulthood. School uniforms are not the best things for the students or the parents. What I will talk about next will prove why they are not the best things for parents or students. School uniforms have a lot of bad effects on parents and students. Mark Lamous states, "Those parents who have sent their children to school in old hand-me-downs and knitted jumpers may not be as relieved about school uniforms as you may think, as it will mean they have to fork out for expensive school uniforms time and time again in order to pay for their children's education. Not all parents have the money to pay for the new clothes for their kids all the time. If students are wearing their school uniforms and are causing trouble, it can reflect badly on the school. People notice what the kids are wearing and the school logo on the clothing. Students do not like to wear the uniforms because they are the same boring colors all the time and they are uncomfortable fabrics. Children like to wear what they want and not want to wear the same exact thing all the time." Michael McDermott states, "Uniforms detract from a kid's individuality. School uniforms do not let students show who they are. The First Amendment states that everyone has the right to express themselves the way they want. Clothing is how people show who they are and what interests they have. School uniforms can start bullying. Some students might not look the same as everyone else. It could be too small or big or not look good on them. Schools who do not have uniforms already have people making fun of other students because they do not look good enough or the clothing is something that they should not be wearing. It would continue with school uniforms because not everyone would look the same in the clothing. According to schooluniforms.org, school uniforms do not improve attendance, academic preparedness, or exam results. It has been said that school uniforms make students focus more, but exam scores from schools with uniforms and schools without uniforms do not have much different scores. School uniforms do not make the students focus more or do better in school. There is a lot of parents getting fed up with the government picking what their children have to wear. Parents have stated that it is invading their personal life and roles as parents and children. School uniforms can affect how children move into adulthood. Adults choose what they wear every day. If children do not start that in their teenage years, it can affect how they do it in their adult life. All of these examples are reasons why schools should not have school uniforms and should let students show who they are through their clothes. School uniforms are not the greatest for parents or children. Parents may not have the money, they can reflect badly on the school. Most of the time they are boring colors, they do not let students express who they are, they can start bullying, they do not make students focus more, parents do not like that the government are picking what their students wear, and they can affect how people go into adulthood. After all of these reasons, do you really think it's a good idea for children to have uniforms? Do you really want to send your student or child into school in something they do not want to wear?